Hello everyone and welcome to Icarus. So here's the deal. Unfortunately, the Station Years update is still very far in the future, well, as far as the state of the development goes. So you know what? Why don't we play a little bit of another Rocketworks game, which is going to be, well, Icarus, as you can see. By the way, going back to Station Years for a second, basically, as soon as the update comes out, I will terminate this series and I will switch to it immediately. But as I've said, I don't think that will happen for at least a couple of weeks at the soonest, maybe a couple of months at the most. So anyways, just FYI, this series might terminate any second, but you know what? Might as well play something in the meantime. So, in case you're not familiar with Icarus, this is a survival game and this is mostly centered around doing missions. So, you know, unlike other survival games where the main focus is actually, surviving, here the main focus is surviving while doing missions. And, well, I do have a character in this game. He is already max level and he has unlocked a lot of stuff, but, well, I would like to start over from scratch as much as possible. There will be some stuff that will be unlocked thanks to this character, but in terms of skills and blueprints, I want to start from scratch. Okay then, so I did use this jumpsuit for the other character. I want to make sure that I don't mix them up, so let's go with something else. Yeah, let's just go with brown. Okay, unfortunately the actual look of the character doesn't really matter because we will be in a spacesuit for the most part, so this one doesn't really have all that much of an impact. Sure, why don't we go with this? Thankfully, we can name our character the same that the old one. This is why I wanted to make sure that we are differentiating with the different colored suits. So the old one is blue, the new one is brown. So confirm character. And this is the main menu. Now, as I said, this game is very much mission based. So here in the mission menu, we can go to the different maps. Unfortunately, I don't have the New Frontiers or the that big game hunt DLC, so we will have to go to one of these original maps, Styx or Olympus. I think I will go for Olympus because this is a little bit more beginner friendly. But anyways, here we have all these missions, and these missions are, well, they are time limited, and these days, hours and minutes, these are real life. So if you start one of these missions, you have to finish it in 7 days, real life. No matter what, even if you log out, the timer will continue. So you need to keep this in mind. But anyways, as we might be able to see, yeah, we do have some check marks. So we did inherit some of these mission completions from the older characters. But as you can see, I didn't really progress all that far into this one because I have been mostly doing the open world, which is right here. Open world is a little bit different from the missions because this is not time limited and we can do certain missions during these open worlds, but not all of them. But that's fine. Anyways, before we do this, do we want to do anything else? Obviously, we don't have any points yet. We cannot unlock anything in the blueprint tree. And by the way, we have plenty of stuff to unlock. As you can see, tier 2, we can go all the way up to tier 3. In terms of technologies, basically we are starting in the Stone Age. Don't worry about the actual look of the character, we are in a spacesuit, but it's a bit of a, capitalistic dystopia, so we have to do everything by ourselves. We are just, given a suit, drop down, and then do whatever you need to do. So we will start in the Stone Age, technically speaking, and then we'll work our way up to steel, plastic, and that kind of stuff, electrics, and the usual stuff. So anyways, I think I will start a open world. And as I've said, I think I would like to start in Olympus because that is a little bit more beginner friendly for our starter character. Yeah, normal difficulty, and take a wild guess what I will name this world. There we go, Caledonia. Yes, apparently we are also inheriting the unlocked equipment from the other character, but I already have one open world in progress of the other character, so most of our stuff is being actually used. So obviously I will not take this dose up module, I will go in completely naked. Well, as naked as we can be in a spacesuit, obviously. So we don't need to worry about insurance. We'll go in basically with the bare basic Enviro suit. And let's go for it. Now, as for the actual lore of the game, here we have kind of a situation where we had a terraforming effort go completely haywire, and while we do have, you know, deserts and Arctic regions and forests and grassy plains, the actual atmosphere is completely toxic, so we have to be in our environment suit all the time, and we will basically pile our armor and other equipment on top of that. So that is why we are in a spacesuit basically. Anyways, I think I will go for one of the green regions. Riverlands, I think the animals around here will be pretty high level. Here they will be, well, basically starting level, so they will not be all that difficult to take down. Yeah, I think I will start in a conifer, and maybe over time I will move around, build different outposts if we have time. But as I've said, that will depend pretty much on the release schedule of Stationeers. So anyways, I will drop right here. Yeah, I don't think any of my Steam friends will play this game, but you know what, just in case, I don't want anyone intruding, so private.
First things first, if you want to complete missions for the UDA, you'll need to craft a short-range radio. Plenty of folks need help, and factions pay well for prospectors that offer their time. Up to you. Stay safe.
Yeah, that was Sol, basically our handler. Let me see. So, as I said, we need to start out in the Stone Age. So I've gathered some sticks and some fiber, we need some stone as well, and I will craft the basic tools. And there we go, that should be enough. Crafting, and we will start with a pickaxe and an axe. Okay, that was the pickaxe only. Okay, now that we have the pickaxe, I suppose we can start mining some stone. And that will be enough for an axe. Good. And we need to level up to unlock some more advanced stuff. For example, better, you know, housing. By the way, ooh, this was burnt actually. Easy, interesting. Okay, I will gather some wood as well. And as we are doing stuff in the world, we are gathering experience as well. For example, chopping this piece of log was 100 XP. And we need a lot of XP to progress, but, well, we will get there eventually. Okay, thankfully, you know, our landing pod knocked down a couple of trees, so that made our lives a bit easier. And level up, finally. First level up. So we have unlocked a skill point and 4 blueprint points. We need to be careful what we unlock at the start. We need a campfire. We will need a bedroll. What else? Bandage would be nice. And can I unlock... I think I will go for the wooden construction right away. That would make a bit more sense because thatch in this game is basically completely useless. Even the weakest storm will knock it down. And speaking of storms, the main environmental hazard in this game is going to be storms. We will get them from time to time, and well, they can come in different... wow. Okay, so anyways, storms will come in different shapes and sizes. For example, they can be windstorms, they can be rainstorms, or I don't know, lightning storms, or dust storms in the desert regions, stuff like that, you know, the usual. Okay, then, where do we want to settle down? Yeah, we did inherit the exploration from the other character as well. I do not want to settle on an island because then we have to either build a bridge or swim all the time, and I don't like that. But next to a river would be kind of nice, so maybe we will settle here. Building a bridge across the river is a lot easier. And we need to get our legs on because, well, night is fast approaching. Oh, right, and we still need to take care of our food and water and all that kind of stuff, so let's eat. And apparently this suit has a oxygen slot. If I find some oxide, there we go, finally, oxide. This is where we'll get our oxygen because, well, as I said, the actual environment is very, very toxic. It's so toxic even that we cannot even take off our suit, so that is not even an option. Oh, that's a terrace. Don't want to get anywhere near that one. Some of the wildlife is obviously aggressive. Wolves, bears, and apparently that big horse-like creature, the Tyrannus. Those are very aggressive. But, you know, we also have rabbits and deer and... how do you pronounce it? Chamois? You know, those little antelope-like creatures. And we also have different kinds of crops that we can harvest. And we will obviously do some farming too. We also have some coffee beans, cocoa beans. But right now, we don't have anything to cook them with, so we are just gathering the most basic foodstuffs, for example, berries. And that should be enough for the time being. In fact, I will put these berries on the hotbar so they are easier to reach. So anyways, the side that I have decided on should be right around here. There it is. Here's the river, and I think I will settle on this island. As I said, building a bridge over a river is a lot easier than the lake. So I think I will be okay if I settle on this small island. Although it might be a little bit too small. Yeah, this is a little bit too small. But this island might be okay. Yeah, this one is a lot more big, so I think we can settle here unless... No. Okay, that small island was that we have stood on, so... Okay, I will not settle on that island. Any bigger island, maybe this one might work. Plus, as it happens, I think that will be at the foot of a nice waterfall, so that might be something nice for us as a scenery, so... Yeah, I think I will build my starter house right here. So let me see. I think it's pronounced chamois. I don't know. Anyways, I think I will settle here. Okay, so we did unlock wood construction, right? Tech tree. Yes, we did. Okay. So what we will do is start crafting some building pieces. We need some foundations, and that for the first couple of moments it will come in form wooden beams. We just make 4 of them for the 4 corners. Let's start with let's go with a 3 by 3. So 9 floors and a bunch of walls. That's going to be, let me see, 12, right? Okay, we don't have enough. I think it's going to be the wood. Yeah, I think so. So we need to cut down some more. Thankfully, we have some wood right here on this island. Maybe want to start on the other end because this one is going into the river. There we go. I didn't want to make it, you know, lose balance and tip it into the river, but I don't think that was a possibility because it was just barely over the river. And you know what? Yeah, I think I will clean out the entire island. So those 2 trees will also come down. How are we on weight? Yeah, we are perfectly fine on weight. Oh, there's a wolf. We don't really have any weaponry right now, so I don't want to mess with that guy right now. Plus, I am very, very low level. Even if we had some weapons, I don't think they would be very effective. Okay, then let's start building. So the 4 wooden beams and the 9 floors. Might be a small overkill, but I think in the long run this amount of floor space will be advantageous. Okay, we have a bit of clipping here, but I think I will be okay with that. First, let's eat. Also, we might want to go and look for some oxide because we are running low on oxygen. Oh, there we go. We have some right here. Okay, let's just put this into the oxygen slot and let's keep breathing. Obviously, using raw oxide is far from ideal, but it will have to do for the time being. Anyways, let's go ahead and craft some walls. So I believe we need 12, we already have 1. So let's craft 1 more. Good, and we will need some roofing as well. And 1 door. Let me see, roofing we will need 9. I don't remember. We will obviously need at least 6. So that's 4, 5, 6. Let me see. Do we have the reach middle pieces? I don't remember. It's been a while since I last played. No, we don't have those reach. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, never mind. Roof peaks. Okay, that will make it a little bit easier to do the roof. So, walls. I think I will put the door here. So switch over to the door and it goes. On this wall, I think I will have a nice big window. So it will be a double window basically like this. And on these walls, I think I will have a full wall in the middle and windows on the side. No, not like that. More like that, exactly. The outside facing out. Okay, so we have the walls taken care of. And yeah, let's chamois or chamois. I really don't remember. I believe the English are using the French pronunciation. I believe the Americans are calling it chamois. I might as well just call it chamois, I suppose. Anyways, this one. First, let's put up the side roofing. Good, and then the ridge in the middle, so we need 3 more. Craft, and oh right, and we still need these angled pieces. We will need 1 full wall piece in the middle. So we need 2 of those, and I believe, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 of these. Okay. So wall goes in the middle up there. We put in the rich pieces. Can you please? There we go. There, and now we just need these. So there, there, this one, and that one, and the rich piece. There, and there. And we have a house. Nice and cozy. I don't know what... Oh yeah, there we go. I was afraid of this. They are getting a little bit banged up already because they don't have enough support. I think we can take care of that with some extra beams. So how many we can make with these? 30. Okay, I will make 10 more, I suppose. That should be enough, right? So I will make 10 more beams. And we have the first storm. Okay. On the corner, upper right corner, you can see that green symbol next to the timeline of the storm. I believe that means that this is going to be maybe level 2 storm or level 1. I really don't remember. But I think this is not going to be strong enough to really impact our base. So I think we will be fine. Anyways, I will place extra support in the corners. There we go. And I will place diagonal support on the corners basically again. So up there. That should be enough to support the roofing at least. Okay, and now if you put these guys back, they should be supported. So if I put this guy there, and if I use this one, yeah, now it's green, so it's supported. Good. So the house shouldn't collapse now. Can you please go in? There we go. Okay, so the house is livable now. Okay then. We have a Tyrannus right up there, not great. Okay then, now, while the storm is going on, it's going to take a while. In fact, we are just ramping up to the peak of the storm, so we have plenty of time until this one goes away. While this one is going on, let's take a look at our tech tree. So we have unlocked 3 more points. I don't think the third foundations will come into play for a while, because we are not in the metal age yet. And let me see, what is the stone cairn? A pile of stone which can mark a significant location for a prospector. So basically just a flag, not a waypoint. I don't think so. I don't think... I will unlock the torch. That will come in handy. What else? A knife would be nice. That one can wait. Oh, right. We might want to go out hunting for a bedroll, because right now we don't have any fur or leather. So that will be necessary. A wooden shovel. Okay, never mind. Apparently the dirt foundations will come into play, because apparently we can make a wooden shovel. So let's go with that. Okay. Oh, right, and I should go for the workbench, which is... Well, I cannot see it right now. Maybe it's tier 2. Yeah, tier 2 is a crafting bench, so that one will have to wait a little bit. Anyways, as I said, we need to go out and do a bit of hunting, because we don't have a bedroll yet, and for that we need to have, well, some furs and some leathers. But first, let's keep our satiation up. So I will eat all these berries right now, which wasn't enough to fill us up completely. And I will drink from the river, but that is not ideal, because this is going to be, well, not clean water. In fact, yeah, I believe we have dysentery. Just tainted water. Oh, right. Tainted water will have a chance to give us dysentery. So it's not guaranteed. And we are getting storm exposure. And, okay, now we are in the peak of the storm. Is the house getting damaged? No, I think we are okay. And we have dysentery. Ah, lovely. Okay, well, I don't like it, but not much we can do about it. And yeah, as I said, this storm is not strong enough to damage the building, so it's fine. If we were building with thatch, that would not be strong enough, but thankfully we were smarter than that. Anyways, we still have 2 beams. You know what, might as well put those up there. Well, except we cannot for some reason. Okay, fine. I will put these, I don't know, here, I guess. Okay, and as I said, we need to go out and start hunting. Unfortunately, we don't have any ranged weapons right now. Right? Yeah, we have no ranged weapons. Not great. We might just want to do a bit more harvesting and, well, gather some more experience and then unlock some ranged weapons like a bow. That might help. Yeah, let's do that. Thankfully the storms knock down trees, so I suppose we can harvest these. Also, we need to repair the axe. We just need a piece of stone to repair these early tools. Later on, that's going to be a little bit more complicated. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Wow, I forgot just how much we are being slowed down and over encumbered this low level. I suppose we might as well take a look at what we can do about that in a second, but first let's go home and maybe drop down some resources. Oh geez, we are swimming so slow. There we go. And we are out of oxygen once again. Not great. Okay, you know what? I will craft a maybe a couple of wood piles, maybe 4 of them, and I will place them down. Okay, we have a deer, but yeah, without ranged weapons it's not going to be very easy. In fact, they are so much faster than us. It's already too late. Oh well, I tried. That would have been nice, but unfortunately I wasn't fast enough. Okay, you know what? I will craft all 6 wood piles. I will craft a couple of bandages, maybe 6. Craft. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to stop the wood piles. Anything else? I don't need the lily right now, so I will just destroy it. I will make the shovel. Good. What else we can do? The torch, obviously, for some lighting, because night is fast approaching. There. Let's rearrange. There we go. Yeah, let's just put these guys in here. And you as well. Okay, so I did unlock the dirt foundations, right? Yes. Okay, I will dig up some dirt and put some proper foundations under this building. How many we need exactly? So let me see. To make the dirt foundations, which is right here, we need 20, so 180 dirt altogether. Okay, that's going to be a little bit too much right now. So I suppose I will do it once we have a bit more stamina, because we are a little bit low on that. Okay, I suppose we can put this one in the middle, so we don't need to do this later. So dirt foundation goes there, and we can put back the floors. No, let's make it facing the right way. There we go. Okay then, how are we on XP? Yeah, we are still very far away from leveling up. I would like some better source of XP. I suppose we just need to keep on gathering stuff for the time being. This is cool. Okay, that should be a pretty good source of XP. Almost there. If I find one or more of these gold deposits, we should be in a good place. I suppose we might as well just gather some corn. And that's not a lot, but fine. And level up. Very good. Okay, I will go home and we will distribute the points. Also, you know what? Yeah, we need some oxygen. We are running very, very low. And speaking of oxygen, I think one of the unlocks will have to be the oxidizer. Thankfully, we have 4 points, so we can unlock quite a few stuff. And we need some food as well. Yeah, low-level survival is not easy in this game. There we go, almost. Well, I suppose we can hunt down a wolf because they will be aggressive, so they will not run away. First, let's see what we can do. So, unlock. In here, I would like to unlock, let's see, a bow and some stone arrows. That's going to be very useful. And then the knife for skinning, obviously that's going to be super important. What else? Yeah, the oxidizer. Okay then, so what can we craft? We can craft the knife, that's very important for skinning, and the bow. And how many arrows can I make? Only 3. Yeah, that's not a lot. And the oxidizer will require, yeah, leather and bone, so we need to go out hunting. Now, thankfully, there is stealth damage in this game, so if we are careful, there's the wolf, and thankfully, there is also auto-aim. At least, I think we need to unlock it, maybe? I don't know. Let's take a look. Talents, combat, and where is it? Okay, apparently not. Well, might as well give it a try. So, there's the wolf. Let's sneak up on it. And when I'm relatively certain that it will hit the head, there we go, and there we go. Okay. I am not sure if we are auto-aiming or not, but I think it was quite effective enough. So, knives out, and first pick up the arrow. Although I think when we are skinning, we will pick up the arrow, but better safe than sorry. Can you please pick up the arrow? There we go. And skin. Yeah, sorry about that, but you know, it's hard to see with all the refraction. Okay, that was only 2 furs. I believe we need 20 furs. The chamois might be something we can go for. Thankfully, he was stuck. Unfortunately, we need to wait until they stop rolling. There we go. Skin. I believe the herbivores are giving us a bit more in terms of skin and that kind of stuff. And the knife is broken already. Thankfully, it's easy to repair. We just need a piece of stone. It should be abundant on the ground. There you are. Where was the skeleton? Okay, I missed it. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. We will have plenty of bones later, so it's not the end of the world if I don't harvest it right now. But I did remember where the wolf was, so there we go. Okay, let's go home. I don't think we will have enough to make the oxidizer just yet, but let's check. So we are home, crafting, and oxidizer. Good. Craft. We need this pretty fast because we are running really low on oxygen. Good, and we need some oxide. We already have it. I didn't put it into the inventory, so yeah, let's just add the oxide. We can put in 10, and this will fill up this balloon, and we can come here and basically sip some oxygen from it. Okay, obviously we just need to give it some time to process. Okay, then next, yeah, campfire. This one will require some stone. Thankfully, we have a nice stone deposit back here. This is silica ore and silica. Okay, we don't need silica, we need actual stone. Oh geez, and I forgot just how ineffective Stone Age tools are. Okay, that will be enough. So let's make a campfire. Now, I don't remember. I believe they did change the way campfires behave. I think if you put this one into the building, it will not set it on fire. In earlier version it did, but I do not want to risk it. So I think I will just put this one out here for now. It's going to be fine. Okay, so let's just put in some fuel. Yeah, I think sticks are better for now because we have plenty of those. Let's cook these 3 meats and most of this corn. You know what? I think I will cook, yeah, 13. That should be enough. Okay, yeah, I will just leave it to it for now. We will come back in a second. Oxygen, please. Thank you. Add some more oxide. Okay, let's take a look at the talents. Let's take a look at the solo tree for now, because we are in solo mode. We have 1 point. Stamina, movement speed, health, or melee damage. I think stamina. That will be a bit more useful for now. And I think I will go for bow for the most part right now. Yeah, although survival, we don't need to really worry about... Oh, there we go. This is also going to be very useful. Because, no wait, that's not it. I am looking for the perk that will increase the storage capacity of different storages. I don't remember where it is. I guess we will find it in due time. Yeah, for now, let's just focus on, I suppose, combat. So, faster movement speed with bows and crossbows, reload speed for bows and crossbows, and better movement speed, sure. Okay, now we should have some food. Let's eat. Good. Okay, we will consume the corn in a second. First, let's drink. And speaking of the corn, we have, let me see, inventory. We have 3 food slots in our stomachs, basically, so we can get buffs from 3 different kinds of food. We already have some from the meat, and if we eat some charred corn, we will also get that buff. So basically right now we have 75 extra health, 20% extra health regeneration, 75 stamina, and we are consuming 10% less stamina with actions. So very, very useful. And it is now night, in case it wasn't too obvious. Well, unfortunately, we don't have enough stuff to make the bed right now. You see, we need, yeah, a lot more fur. So tell you what, we might as well go out and hunt. For now, I will shut this one down. I don't want to burn too many of those sticks. And bows out, and let's go for a bit of hunting. We want to focus on, well, furry animals, obviously, because we need fur. Okay, that big guy should be enough, right? Because, well, he is big. And hopefully this will be enough fur. And not quite, but we are getting there. We just need 3 more. Okay, that should be fairly easy now. Unfortunately, I am not advanced enough to see the health bars of the animals, so it's a little bit of a hit and miss to basically stumble on them in this dark. Yes, I can enable light, I suppose, but I don't know how the animals will react to it. Also, maybe we should mine some more oxide, because we have everything in the oxidizer, and I would like to have some extra. Seriously? Right at the very end of the risk, we got dysentery. Hopefully that will not happen too much longer. Okay, that's too late. I don't want to waste any arrows. In fact, speaking of arrows, might as well make some more. We can make, yeah, 2 more. Thankfully, we can reclaim most of the arrows that we shoot. Not all of them, sometimes they break, but thankfully they are relatively reliable. I did lose one because I was shooting at that wolf earlier. It went into the dark. But as long as we hit, we should be okay. I also don't want to enable the torch, because that will light up the nearby area and that will make it super hard to see into the dark. But if my eye adapts to the dark, it should be a little bit easier. I please get, yeah, 3 more fur. That's all I'm asking for. Basically, at this point, any animal will do. As long as they are furry, basically. No, that's not a hit. Okay, I will go for the arrow. Let's see if I can find it. No, I don't think so. And now we are cold. Okay, I will try to knife the rabbit. Good. Now, this is obviously a small animal, so maybe we don't get lucky. And yeah, we are still missing 1. Okay, so we should have everything we need now. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to pick you up. Later we can have a skinning bench that will make it a bit more economical to skin these guys, but... Ooh, 5. Couldn't you have done that a little bit earlier? And I don't think I will find that arrow that went awry. Yeah, don't even bother. So, anyways, let's go ahead and quickly craft the bed while we are making our way back home. So, we have the bed, and the home is... Where is our house? It should be right along this way, right? I think at the foot of... Yeah, there we go. I did recognize those 2 islands, so I knew it should be somewhere this way. What kind of animal is that it is eating right now? Might be a wolf. No, it's a rabbit. Okay, never mind. So, let's put down the bed and go to sleep. We need to have a campfire lit nearby to sleep. So there, close the door and go to sleep. Oh, wait, set the spawn point. There we go. Now we can go to sleep. And good morning. Okay, you turn off now. Thank you. Sip some oxygen. And how are we on XP? Almost ready for the next level. Yeah, might as well go out and hunt some more. For now, can you please cook this meat? Cook the meat, please, not the corn. Corn is fine. And we have the next storm. Yeah, once again, I think this is tier 2. It's not going to be very dangerous. Okay then, let's go and hunt and let's level up real quick. Oh, right. Rain, obviously not good for the fire. That's fine. Although, you know what? I think I will reset the food buffs because we are running low on the meat and the corn is already out. So, eat and... didn't I pick up the other meat? Oh, right, I ate all 3 of them because we were very hungry. Oh well, I suppose we can eat the berries as well. Okay then. Yeah, this meat will rot. Not ideal, but we will have plenty of meat later on, so it's not the end of the world. Okay, thankfully, hunting in daytime is a bit better. Ooh, and the kiwi. Do we want to... Yeah, might as well. Sorry, little guy, but... we need your meat. And your XP. Another one. Okay, then. Okay, only level 2, so I think we can go melee with it. There we go, level up. Okay, skin, and we are heading back home. Only 3 blueprint points. Oh well, better than nothing. Good, let's go home and let's see what we can unlock. Yeah, this is going to be a weak storm, so we don't need to worry about damage to the house at least. Also, repair the knife. I don't suppose I can go for metal stuff just yet, right? I think we need the workbench for that. So let's take a look. This one will require level 5, so the fire pit will have to wait. One more level at least. I think the wooden crate would be nice, but I might want to go for cupboards immediately. Suture kit and splint are going to be super important if we get into more trouble. And I suppose some armor wouldn't go too badly either. There we go. What I was looking for. Basic water purifiers. Okay, that will cut down on the dysentery at least. So, I do believe we can craft them, right? So yeah, we just need some charcoal. And charcoal is being made in the campfire, so we have plenty. Okay, well, since we are next to the river, we don't need to worry about harvesting the rainwater. We can just do it right here. So what we need to do is make a basic water purifier, and this one will go into the river. We also have this rainwater purifier, but as I said, we have the river right here, so it's going to be a bit more efficient this way. We don't need to wait for the rain to actually occur. We have the river right here. So we just put it. Any better placement? Yeah, there we go. Here. Good. Open it and put some charcoal into it, and it will start filtering the water. It will fill up to, if I remember correctly, 5 liters altogether. So that will be plenty of fresh water for us. Okay, and once again, we are out of blueprint points, so we need to go and do a bit more. Okay then, so first let's eat. Oh, and the fire is back. Really? If you say so. Okay then, let's cook this meat. Good, let's eat. And now we have a bit more stamina and health, and I suppose, you know what, yeah, let's finish the dirt foundations now. Okay, so now we have enough foundations for basically put foundations under this building, but I am tempted to basically rebuild it from the ground up so we don't have this small clipping in the corner. Thankfully we can just pick up everything, although I think we will waste the oxygen in this bladder, so that might not be ideal. But yeah, everything else we can pick up, so I think we might want to do that. All this wood, yeah, we will be very, very slow for a little bit, but small price to pay. By the way, are we getting XP for cooking? Let's see. I don't remember. So once this meat is finished, let's see if we get any XP. No, I don't think so. That's fine. Plus the fire is out of wood anyway, so it's just okay, just fine. Okay, I will put this remaining charcoal into the fire, and I think I will rebuild the house from the ground up. So there we go. There. Okay. And we already have, yeah, 5 liters of water. Drink. Lovely. And no risk of dysentery. Okay then, let's pick this up. So if I pick this one up, are we going to waste the oxygen in the bladder? Pick up, and yeah, it is empty now. That's fine, we can mine some more if we have to. It's not the end of the world. The problem is the wood, because it's a bit much. We do have enough room for the building pieces, so I think that will be okay. Okay, yeah. Let's fix that corner. As expected, we are super slow now, but hopefully that will not last too long. And there we go. We don't need the shovel right now. That's good. Okay, let's pick up the floors. You know what? I don't mind wasting that wood, but I think we can pick them up before they disappear. Although, I don't know. Is there loot despawn in this game? I don't remember. Oh well. Anyways, this one needs to come with us. And these. And this one. Okay, so we know that putting a foundation right here is going to be fine. Let's raise it up until here. And let's see. Are we going to be okay? Yes, I think we are. Yeah, I will mine up that silica sooner or later anyways, but yeah, I'll just put it there. Good. Okay, and now we are no longer encumbered. And we have no clipping through the floor. And speaking of the floor, let's start rebuilding the house. Just give me a second, please. Okay then, the house is rebuilt and now it is sitting on a nice dirt foundation, so it should be a bit more stable. Plus we don't have that little, you know, ugly clipping on the corner. Yeah, let's just pick these guys up real quick. This wood will come in handy, hopefully in a not too distant future. How many was that? Previously, I believe we had 6 or 8. Let me check. I think only 6, right? Yeah, only 6. So we are not missing any of them. Plus, I think if I build over them, they will pop out of the foundation, so I don't think I accidentally built over any of them. Anyways, this one goes right there. I will need to check if the campfire can cause a fire inside wooden houses now, because earlier on they were very much able to do so. I have no idea if they can do it right now. Okay then. Yeah, let's just put in these remaining 6 poles, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? Let's just complete these all the way down to the ground. Oh, please don't see me, please don't see me. Ah, there we go. Good. That is a regular deer. Still, I was hoping for a big one, but still, this will be okay as well. Yeah, that looks great. Good. Unfortunately, XP is not forthcoming. So I suppose, yeah, we need to go out hunting unless... What do we need to... Oh, right, we need the bench to make the contact device. Do we need to research the contact device, by the way? Tier 2. I believe it is C0. Ah, there we go, yeah. Contact device. Oof. And that will require wood, rope, and iron ingots. And for that we need the furnace, and that is level 10 kind of stuff, so yeah, we need to go out and keep hunting until we level up enough. Speaking of hunting, there we go. Okay, I suppose we can knife level 22 wolves as well. But first we need to Repair the knife. I don't want to mine anything right now. I just want to pick up a piece of stone. Yeah, there. And we are full. I did loot everything, right? I think so. Okay then. Unfortunately, we cannot really drop anything until... Let me see, do we... No, we don't have enough wood to make another wood pile. And that is the only storage item we can make right now. Alright, we can put down the oxidizer at least. That's a plus. Anything else? Yeah, I suppose we can put all the food into the campfire. So all of you go in there. Well, except we don't have enough room. Let's take out the rotten meat. And the rotten... there's so much stuff. Yeah, you know what? Let's just put in some proper wood into this fire and keep cooking. Yeah, let's finish cooking the corn. Although I think we can only have 10 cooked corn in one stack. So we might want to take this out and instead cook the meats first. In fact, we just might want to take out the meat too. Right. Yeah, and let's eat this one. Okay, let's drink and let's keep hunting. Unless, oh geez, I just looked at the time, we are way over it. So yeah, tell you what, I think I will end this episode right here, and all that is left to say is that thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and goodbye.